Good day, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wales from West to East. Today I was supposed to stray a little bit from my usual formula and show you something which is not all that easy and fast to prepare, but I kind of messed up my shopping. So I was supposed to buy a rabbit which was whole and stuff it and then roast it, but I ended up with a rabbit which is obviously cut in pieces already. So I'm not gonna make it stuffed, but this doesn't change all that much since the stuffing part is actually more of a visual style than something that changes the taste all that much. So I'm gonna prepare the same recipe as if it was a stuffed rabbit, but I will use the stuffing as a bed under the rabbit. So what that means is that you can prepare the same recipe but use the bedding as a stuffing. So yeah, I hope that makes some sense. So I'm gonna start directly with ingredients this time. So as I said, this is a bit more complex and maybe a bit more expensive than the usual thing that I show you, but anyway, you obviously need rabbit, cut or whole. Then for the bedding or stuffing, you will need some mushrooms of your taste and preference, some carrots, some onion, and some rice. Of course, you can add some other things, other vegetables that you like. More or less, it's up to you. But this is the basic things that you will need. Now for the spices, you'll need some salt, some basil, garlic, thyme, paprika, some freshly ground black pepper, bay leaves, some Worcestershire sauce, sorry, this is kind of weird to say, some dry white wine, and yeah, I guess this is about it. So now I'm going to start with the preparation part, and I'll tell you what to do next after the break. Okay, so before starting, I've put the oven to preheat to 200 degrees Celsius, which should be about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I've almost finished getting the onion, chopping the onion in small pieces like that. So once you're done, get some olive oil and cover a nice baking pan with it, like that. Right. So you can add the onion directly in the pan, and then I'm gonna chop the carrots in small pieces, add them to the onions, and I'm gonna put them in the oven for a while once it is preheated. So we can do that for now, and yeah, leave them for until the onion starts becoming a little bit transparent to the cooking process. Then we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. So I'm done with chopping the vegetables. I'm just gonna prepare the liver, which came with the rabbit, for the bedding part. Just chop it small as well. It's gonna mix with the rice. So yeah, the oven is ready. So I'm gonna move the first part in already, and this will have to wait for after that. Right, so while waiting for the first part of the vegetables to cook a little bit, I will also use the time to season the rabbit a little bit with all the spices that I've chosen. So I'm going to start with adding some salt. Don't add too much of everything because we're going to add a little bit more at the end for the bed part, but this is just for for the meat to take a little bit of salt in it and some taste from the spices. So basically what I'm gonna do is just add everything that I've prepared and leave it while waiting for the vegetables to cook. Soon I'm gonna add the mushrooms and the rice and all this, which will take a little bit of time to cook, and this will give the meat some time to get some more flavor in it. So add the thyme, black pepper, the thyme, the basil. Of course, if you don't like some of these spices, you can always replace them with something that you prefer. As usual in my recipes, nothing is set in stone. You can do whatever you like in the end, as long as you know what you're doing. So, some garlic. I'm not gonna add the paprika right now. All the sauce, because it's not gonna be useful for now. Oh, so here we go. On the side of the meat. Like that. If you have the thyme and the ingredients, you can also leave the rabbit meat in a bowl of cider or wine previously, but it's not all that important. Just some more flavor. So it's a mess when adding the spices and herbs, but can't do much about it. So I have to do is left pepper. And the garlic. And it should be right about time to add the mushrooms, especially since these are frozen mushrooms. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this for a while, and I'm gonna move to the oven now to add these the mushrooms in the preparation, and then I'll continue with the rice. Okay, so here we are at the oven. I guess you can't see me, but it doesn't matter. So as you can see, the first part of the vegetables looks kind of alright. So I'm gonna add the mushrooms now, and just leave them there for a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes or so that they can start actually cooking a little bit, because they're frozen, and this will take a little bit more time than if they were fresh, freshly cut, and yeah, fresh mushrooms. So just mix everything, and if you need to, you can add some more oil if the vegetables have absorbed the oil. If not, you can do it like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it back to the oven, and in a couple of minutes I'm gonna add some more ingredients. So this looks alright. The mushrooms are now all soft. The onion is starting to cook quite well, and the carrots as well. So I think it's time to add the rice with most of the remaining ingredients all at once now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the rice, try and spread it evenly. We're gonna add some liquid then, so don't worry about that too much. I'm gonna add a little bit of everything that I've already added to the meat. So some salt, all the remaining ingredients, the paprika, which I didn't use earlier, add some paprika, black pepper, the basil. I'm gonna mix everything later, so it's alright if it's this all together for now. Some more garlic, not too much. Thyme. I'm gonna add some Worcestershire sauce to all this. Like that. And now what's left? The wine. I'm gonna add the wine and some water. The important part is to add 1 part wine, 2 parts water, according to how much you've used. So this might seem a bit liquidy for now, but don't worry, the rice will absorb the liquid and it will kind of bloat. So now mix all this up like that, and leave it for a while, not too long, but give it some time, maybe 10 minutes, for this to cook a little bit. The rice will start bloating, and then we can add the meat and leave it for the final part of the preparation. Oh yeah, I forgot the bay leaves, so I'm just gonna add a couple of bay leaves like that. Not add too many, because you can't really eat them, so we have to remove them after the cooking part is done. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna leave it for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna add the meat. Okay, so this is what you want to obtain before adding the meat. Now, if you remember, I told you that you can use the same recipe to make a stuffed rabbit with it. So what you have to do in that case is, instead of making this mixture directly in your cooking pan, you would make it in a frying pan and use it to stuff the rabbit. Of course, you have to use much less ingredients than this, because a rabbit is usually not that big, and you have to have something else as a side dish. But basically that's the only difference. Other than that, it is the same preparation to make the stuffing. So anyways, as I told you, the rice has consumed all the liquid, and I might have to add some more actually, because it's not all that bloated yet, but yeah. Now what I'm gonna do is add the meat. So starting with the liver. First I'm gonna add the liver and mix a little bit in the rice to protect it if you want, because the liver will actually bake faster than the rest of the meat. So it's a good idea not to have it exposed directly to the heat. So yeah, this looks okay. And now you just have to add the remaining pieces of meat. So try to, I'm probably gonna do this by hand, it will be easier. Try to arrange them in your cooking pan, probably like that. If you have the kidneys inside the meat, I don't know if you can see this, but you should be able to, you should leave them like that, and start with the back top for the same reason, to protect them for the beginning of the cooking process. Then afterwards you'll have to return the meat anyway. So this is almost ready. Just gonna try and arrange it a little bit better. Yeah, this does not fit. Okay, this looks fine, and this can go here. So yeah, this should be alright. Now it's important to return the meat at least once during the cooking process. If you can return it multiple times. This way the meat will be evenly baked from both sides, and it should be nice and crunchy from both sides. So that's about it for now. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit more water, so I'm gonna add this in the ingredients section in the description of the video, so don't worry about the exact measurements. So yeah, I'm just gonna add the water to make sure the rice doesn't burn, because it's been already cooking for 15 minutes. So yeah, I want to make sure it doesn't burn too much, because the meat will take some more time to cook. So after that I'm gonna leave it for 30 to maybe 40 minutes, depending on the size of the meat and your oven and all that. You should just have a look at it every now and then and see how it goes. So that's it for now. I'm gonna show you the turning point when I'm gonna turn the meat. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So as I told you, you have to return the meat around a couple of times, at least once. So I think this is a good time now. As you can see, it's starting to brown a little bit. So I'm gonna return it so that it has the time to cook from the other side as well. Just hope I can manage to fit everything in this time, because I cannot use my hands anymore. It's kind of very hot. And the last one. Alright, yes, it fits more or less. So yeah, it's been 20 minutes now, so I think it will take at least 20 minutes more to finish. So if you wanted to finish faster, you can always turn the heat up a little bit more. Also check your rice. If you find it getting too dry or too brown, don't hesitate to add some more water or even some more wine, depends on your taste, but just make sure that it doesn't dry out completely and so that it doesn't burn. So that's it for now. I think next time I'll just show you the final recipe. Right, so this is almost ready. As you can see, it's nice and brown. I'm gonna return them once more to their original side and leave them for maybe 10 minutes more, so that the meat can become more crispy on both sides. And this should be it, I think. So see you in a bit to show you the final food. Right, we're back. So the dish is now ready. What was supposed to be a stuffed rabbit and ended up as a simply roasted rabbit looks like this when it's done. So as you can see, this is a bit more complex recipe than what I usually show you guys, but it's always nice to have some variety. It took me about, I don't know, maybe 1 hour and a half all in all to finish this. Yeah, the cooking part is about 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes, something like that, and the rest is the preparation. So it's not all that big a deal, but yeah. So hope you like it, and see you soon at What's to Eat.